Hi, my name is Shelby Brooks, and I'm a realtor with Realty Executives in Knoxville, Tennessee. I have been an agent since 2017 after working in healthcare for 21 years before that. And I average between 11 and 14 million a year in sales volume, which does put me at the diamond level for Realty Executives. I hired Joe and the Knowledge Gap Company because I have reached a spot in my business where I've plateaued, and while it's a very comfortable level, I wanted to grow. I wanted to be able to scale and expand. I'm also thinking ahead to retirement at some point and realize that I need a better balance of work and life and develop a plan so that when that time for retirement does come, I do have an exit strategy in place. I've been a realtor since 2017. I did start out initially on a team and did that for about 3.5 years. Went out on my own in October of 2020. With business plateauing the way it had, I felt like it was time to employ Joe and his company to help me think of ways to be able to grow and scale. I started working with Joe and the Knowledge Gap Company about 2 months ago. Since working with Joe and the Knowledge Gap Company, I have found the confidence and hired a transaction coordinator, which has been absolutely invaluable for my business. It has saved me, we average about 20 hours a week of time that I can either grow my business or spend time with my family. I have also developed a plan where I will have another agent joining me later this summer. And so I'm starting my team and am looking at ways that I can actually start to develop some systems and put some things in place to increase our volume. One of the things that Joe had suggested that I start working on was a podcast that we can use for both a podcast platform and a YouTube channel. And while doing a podcast was never something I ever saw myself doing, I do see the value in it. So we have been developing names and contents and target audience. And at first it was exciting. And then I hit that point that Joe told me I would hit, where it was a little challenging and a little frustrating because I was having to look at things differently, take a good hard look at who my ideal audience is and what I need to do to target them specifically. As a realtor, it's a little scary when you're thinking that you might be missing part of that population. We are now 8 weeks in and we have the first couple episodes almost ready to start recording. We're going to do that here shortly. And we can use that content and expand out, put video on our YouTube channel. We can put it on my social media. So it gives me those other opportunities to attract some clients that otherwise may not have known who I was, or I may not have had an opportunity to have some kind of positive impact for them. Joe did an excellent job of preparing me up front for what to expect. So I really haven't hit anything that I would call completely unexpected. Frustrating at times for me, who writing is not my skill set. So that has been a challenge, absolutely. But it was all expected and anticipated. Joe did an excellent job of preparing me for that. I'm excited to start the podcast now, and I didn't think I would be. I would absolutely recommend Joe and the Knowledge Gap Company to any business owner who's looking at how do I grow, how do I scale, how do I get better at what I'm doing. It doesn't have to be a realtor. Joe's energy and his enthusiasm and his 110% of the time positive to a fault personality has been an absolute joy and delight to work with. In my moments of being the most frustrated when I'm struggling with something, he has always been encouraging and positive and helped walk me through it, even when I didn't think I could. So I would absolutely recommend, if you're a small business owner or you're thinking about becoming a small business owner, you're not sure where to start or you're not sure how to get to that next step, absolutely call Joe.